Hello, I thought I'd do a video today on my latest purchase, which is this 1962 Vauxhall Victor FB 1500 Super. The car was restored in the late 90s by a father and son. As far as I'm aware, it hit somebody at the backside and the father and son then lost interest in it, and it got given to the editor of Practical Classics magazine as a donor car. Upon seeing it, he realised it was nowhere near as bad as he thought it was going to be, and the front end got repaired. And then gone through several different owners since, and here it is today. It came up for sale locally to me, and I went and have a look at it, and about a month ago now. And my wife obviously fell in love with it. She saw the colour of it and thought it was a very pretty car, which it is. I believe it's Alpine Green. She basically talked me into buying it. Well, I don't take a lot of persuasion to buy cars, but there you go. And since I've had it, I've done several jobs to sort of make it nice again. Namely, replace a lot of the screws. The screws were mostly fitted with wood screws, and they've gone rusty and looking a bit tatty, so I bought some stainless screws. Painted the wheels, although I do still need some hubcaps for it because the ones on it have gone rusty. Fitted new tyres all round. There's a few scabs here and there, but I'm not worried about them at the moment. I fitted some door mirrors, should I say, because there was no door mirrors fitted to the car. Well, I've moved some chrome that I've been added over the years with basically it's just plastic chrome with double-sided tape, so I removed that. It was on the boot lid here. There were some bits across. Adjusted the boot so it's shut properly. These have a pretty impressive sized boot for the age of the car. You can get several bodies in the back there if you needed to. Spare wheel also there. The car sadly is missing its original jack, but I'm not too fussed about that because they're the type that go for the sill. I don't really trust them. So I have bought a new bottle jack to go in the back of it, or trolley jack. Boot floor's all nice. Tank is under the boot floor. Listen to that. Yes. So that's the bodywork mostly done. There is a dent in the wing though, unfortunately, which I'm going to have to sort out at some point. But other than that, which is quite a tidy, presentable little girl. The Victor FB came out in 1960 until 1964, where it got replaced by this more square-shaped FC, or 101, as it was also known. This particular version is a 1508cc, although they did get replaced with a 1594cc around 1963-ish, I believe. This particular version is a 3-speed column shift, or 3 in the tree, as they can be known. There was an option of a 4-speed floor change, and also single seats rather than bench seat that this car has. As you can see, the interior is very 1950s inspired with its chrome and chrome wheel. The gears are here. Again, it's a column shift, so it brings it forwards to you first, push it forwards, second, back down for third. If you want reverse, back into your neutral position, and that's reverse. It sounds complicated, but as soon as you've done a couple of miles, it's a doddle. It's actually very nice. Handbrake is a pull type, literally like that. If you get the hang of it. This has drum all rounds, non-servo, so the brakes are okay. Obviously not so good in reverse, but they do stop. I mean, you wouldn't be going too fast in it, but then it's a 60-year-old car, so you wouldn't be going fast in it anyway. You have a push-button glove box, which comes down here. Somebody has painted this white at some point, so I believe it should be green. I might even change it back to green as yet. But it's a good-sized glove box. You have a cigarette lighter, which I believe Sans added this at a later date. This is your choke, your 1-speed wiper, headlights. Something's fitted a washer jet here. I'm not going to put it because it comes on straight away. It's not great, but does the job. You have a vent here for your airflow. If you look above your bonnet, you have a flap which comes up and down. Flap up, flap down. It's nice to have your flaps up though, as it helps give you a bit of cool air to your nether regions as you're driving along. You've got your hot and cold air here, and you have your screen and sort of lower level blowers here. This car has a heater. Not many of them had heaters. There was an option, so it's a bit of a nice thing to have a heater fitted. Down here, this little button, I thought it was a headlight flasher, but it's actually your high and low dip for your headlights. Main beam dipped. You have your ashtray up here as well. You've got quarter light here for your air. I have fitted seat belts in this particular car. I know people phone against them, but I'll soon have seat belts fitted than die, if I'm honest. They were quite easy to fit because the mounting points are all there. You've only got to buy a secure on 500/W kit, which bolts in. Again, the rearing's quite nice. At the moment, I will be honest, the back seat isn't actually in properly, it's just resting. I've took it out because I've got to put rear seat belts in, and it's a bit of a arse to bolt back in again, so I've just left it sitting there. So normally this would be a bit more level and a bit more sort of flush, but it's a nice place to sit. Again, on the bench seat, you've got your ashtray here. It's quite nice because technically this is a 6-seater. Headlining, it's not bad. So yeah, oh no, it's all pretty nice. Let's have a look under the bonnet. So here's the 1508cc overhead valve 4-cylinder engine. These were given out about 49.5 horsepower. Obviously not a big amount, but it was enough to get a move on. Sits at 60 comfortably. You know, you want to go too far on it, but it's absolutely fine. Driven a lot worse. You can see it's pretty tight underneath here again. Got a little remote start here as well. As you can see, no servo. Well, it is what it is, I suppose, at the end of the day. This particular car does have a full stainless exhaust system fitted as well, so it's got a nice little wasp to it when you drive along. Start it up. So the keys here, he says. That's it. The radio doesn't work, by the way, it's just for display. Might try and wire it in at some point, might not, we'll see. There you go, it's just firing. She just purrs along. That's the that's the bonnet stay rattling, by the way. Race car. Now you've seen the car, let's take up the road and I can show you what it drives like. So into first gear, and brake off. Away we go. Second gear. Third gear. Steering is a little bit woolly. Unfortunately, it has a steering box, so it's not quite as responsive as a more modern steering obviously would. To be fair, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's a little bit, especially when you're more used to modern cars, but I'll get the hang of it. Chuns along quite nicely. Wipers are here. There you go. Self-parking. Another beautiful day in the countryside during lockdown. Never seen so many walkers and cyclists that I have in the last few months. There is a little bit of diff noise. I don't know if you can pick up on camera or not. Unfortunately, the diff has got a slight leak. It was a little bit low. I've topped it up, but you can still hear it grumbling a little bit. It doesn't help that because the back seat isn't in properly. You're getting the noise coming up straight from the floor rather than being muffled down by the rear seat. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's just something to come up, you know, something to expect with an older vehicle, unfortunately. At some point, I'll have to change the pinion seal. So I believe that's where it's leaking from. I think it's leaking from the pinion seal where the prop shaft goes into, and when you drive along it's blowing it back and it's dripping off the sump plug. But little jobs, nothing of much concern. The styling's very 1960s. You know, you got the chrome, maybe even 1950s still. Your chrome, very attractive dashboards. Not entirely convinced that will save you in a crash if you had a top, but it's a progress. Oh, we have a traffic jam. So I mean about cyclists, they're everywhere at the minute. I've got to say, indicators are on the right hand stalk here. You have no headlight flashes on this. You purely have your headlights, main and dips beam, and indicators, no headlight flashes. Took me a little while to work that out, so I spent ages looking for them. There you go, more cyclists. twin sun visors. This one's even got a mirror fitted, but I'm not sure if that's original or Santa's added that at some point in the past. I don't believe the car should have this white trim. I believe it all should be body coloured, but I think it looks quite attractive for the white trim on the insides. Breaks up the green a little bit, so I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. So there you have it, a little video of my 1962 Vauxhall Victor FB Super. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. If there's enough interest, I might even do a little video of my Marina estate, a follow-up video, because now I've had it for a couple of years. If there is, I'll click a like, let me know. Anyway, take care of yourselves and I'll hopefully speak to you again soon. Bye bye.